continue to win back. I just want to give a shout out to all the concerned parents who really and truly have dedicated their lives to keep the economy going and keep their children safe. What's going on now is we have a chance to look back and continue at the same time. And actually, that's what the Sabbath was set out for. The word Sabbath is Sab and Bayeth. Bayeth is the terminology, Semitic word for the womb man. And Sab is the Semitic language for the number 7. Now the number 7 is what they would call the check mark or the perfected time and space which the heavens calculated and gave instruction to man to explain to woman. Now by that, what I mean, woman is always in tune with the heavens. As you know, they go through a period of what they call a cycle. This cycle is in tune with their reason and purpose as far as the cleansing of their womb. Because of the habitat or the environment that they're in, they are instructed by lawmakers, doctors, which is considered leaders, preachers, to do things contrary to what is written for their benefit. He has told the woman to stay apart for 7 days because she is ceremoniously unclean. In the onset of what happened was during the World Wars, and particularly World War II, all the men were drafted into the armed forces. Now when we say the armed forces, there's actually 2 words. It's armed, which means armed and dangerous, or armed with guns and tanks, and the force, you see, to push a certain issue, to fight for a certain, which is really will. So within legislation, the laws was enacted to take away the labor of love for the woman. But what we're talking about now is the fact that the woman or the woman is pushed and pushed and pushed so she cannot get firm to realize what's going on with her labor of love and also with her individual body. The army, or I would say the army, I would just say the armed forces, created what they call the tampax or the tampon to insert in the woman's root chakra, which is called vagina. And what that does is stops the flow of impurity that is trying to leave her body. To leave her body. To leave her body and leave her body. Well, what's going on is because of the war and because they needed the women in strategic places to run the country, because all the men was going to, the women actually got a chance to leave the hostage situation. Now the word host is short for hostage, H-O-S-T. It's host. A-G-E is age. The age is equivalent to G-E-A, which is Gia, which is actually the name of Earth as the planet, the whole planet. So when they say hostage, they was taking the earth and keeping the earth in compartments, which they call apartments, which they call houses. The word houses, holes, being used, H-O, which is hole. You will see. Now they say the word hole is a garden too. So this whole concept of wordplay and governing people has got people in the wrong direction. And that's why the Norman invasion of King Norman, which M.I., has come to change the intellect of the entire population of the planet Earth. Those who do have input and leadership must now listen, because this is your last chance. And if you don't, you will still do what you do, and you will fizz out. Because I have come to make change to the total population of the world. And starting with teaching the woman her duty and responsibility towards fulfilling her reason, her purpose, and her cause of her being. Now, when the woman or the woman inserts a tampon in her body, she's slowing down her system of cleansing. Many times it has been recorded that that particular tampon, sometimes they forget in this busy society, and it stayed and be lodged up within her vagina into the next cycle, which happens, it starts to mold, turn green, you have to go to the gynecologist to get it out. But on the onset of what's going on, it's still a concern that leadership, we have many types of leadership, and these leaders, which is in politics, you have religious leaders, you have leaders such as scientists, you have leaders that's leading the children called teachers, professors. These people should really understand the priority of healing the wrong that has been made by the founding fathers of this society, which is called America, and also the leaders that stepped up and actually led us in the wrong direction as slaughters, led us into the slaughter. So the first thing I say is, when you unclean, you need to learn what to do. You need to learn the right procedures of being unclean, and that's with a super wing pad, right? And then you must slow yourself down, so you will be able to, because when you losing blood, you don't have the same energy. See, this is why a lot of them say people have anemia, which is the loss of blood, and they're directed to take iron pills. On the onset of that, the first thing is to change your habits, and then you will have a healthier life. This is the first of a series from King Norman, speaking to the general public, targeting the woman so she can become who she needs to be. I'm out. Thank you for coming. Tell a friend who will tell another friend, and we can solve this small situation so we can get into a better world and a more beautiful life. Thank you.